Welcome to Year of the Water Tiger, Pisces. Year of the Yang Water Tiger begins on February 1st of 2022, lasting through until January 21st of 2023. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic. And this is a readings by Rosemary Angelic Transmission. The Yang Water Tiger year is also called Year of the Black Water Tiger. And the Yang trait makes him very masculine in his personality. In years where Tiger is white, his aggressive tiger nature is balanced by a feminine yin elemental attribute. Therefore, in Yang Water Tiger, there's two fiery qualities of Yang and Tiger that are soothed by the element of water. Now, if you want to appease a ferocious tiger during the Yang Water Tiger year, use the colors of blue, turquoise, and green, and that will lull the tiger's aggressiveness into a calm and a tranquility. My friend told me a few tiger jokes when I told him that Year of the Tiger was coming up in 2022, so I'll share a couple of those with you. First one, what did the tiger devour when he was finished with a surfing lesson? He made a meal of a surfing instructor. Second one, how does a veterinarian give a syringe full of medicine to a sick tiger? He gives the tiger his shot with extreme caution. We all have a pretty good idea of what tigers are like and what to expect during the Yang Water Tiger year, or Year of the Black Water Tiger. Tigers are tough, they're powerful, they're courageous, they're heroic, they're big-hearted, and they're forceful. They're also defiant. And tiger is also known to be eager, also testy, and even lumbering once in a while. Now let's take a look at the fortunate gemstones, the auspicious colors, and the lucky numbers for Pisces, as well as the advantageous talisman for Yang Water Tiger. Astrology lucky charms for Pisces the fish during Year of the Yang Water Tiger are as follows. Pisces, your lucky charms, your lucky gemstone is aquamarine. Aquamarine. Your lucky colors, Pisces, are blue, crimson, and eggshell white. And your lucky numbers, your fortunate numbers, are 1, 2, and 4. Now, the Yang Water Tiger lucky charms. First, your gemstone for the Black Water Tiger year are cat's eye of blue, green, or orange color. The banded agate of blue, orange, black, or green tone. And the tourmaline of black, orange, blue, turquoise, green, or gray shades. Those are the auspicious gemstones and the tones that you should utilize. Also, the lucky colors, indulge in blue, turquoise, and green to heal and calm. Utilize black and gray to accomplish, and revel in orange to energize and to motivate. Now your lucky numbers for the Yang Water Tiger year are 0, 3, and 9. Yang Water Tiger color specifics. We're going to get you some very specific ways to utilize magical talismans and a little bit of feng shui in here. So the Yang Water Tiger auspicious colors of blue, turquoise, and green afford the healing to Tiger. Black, gray, and orange lucky colors give Tiger ample measures of active energy and great power. Images of blue or turquoise Tiger give him calming and cooling energies. And we do want to keep Tiger calm, don't we? Indeed we do. Now, green Tiger stencils are healing frequencies in Yang Water Tiger year. So the green Tiger stencils and green Tiger images. The blue and orange Tiger symbols bestow the qualities of love and power akin to the Archangel Gabriel. Who's the Archangel of water, anyway? So, You see, it correlates. Now be mindful when invoking such potent, emotionally charged angelic frequencies. Renderings of a black tiger stencil grant career success, although too much could cause tiger to expend too much energy in striving for ever more obsessive accomplishment. Tiger also needs to figure out that if he's a workaholic, he'll lose too much of his accomplishment that he has too hastily won due to overexertion, and that's a probable outcome. Fatigue and workaholic fatigue is a probable outcome of the black tiger talisman exploited with impunity during a black water tiger year. So you need to be mindful as you're using it so you don't wear yourself out, because it will give you energy and you will accomplish, but you don't want to get there with nothing left, when the year's over. Okay. And also, black and orange tiger representations bestow speed and also bestow refreshing energy when applied towards any goal utilized during the black water tiger year. Again, use the black and orange tiger symbol mindfully and at specific intervals to avoid exhaustion or illness during this transit. Now shun away from silver, pink to reddish shades of purple, and use bluish shades of purple sparingly during Yang Water Tiger year. Gold and yellow can be used during Yang Water Tiger year, although gold and yellow will tend to numb the psyche if you use it too much. So don't use it too much. Yang Water Tiger number specifics. You may combine 0, 3, and 9 together to form combination numbers. For example, 390, 30, 39, and 309. Be aware that a number that includes a 0 is more vulnerable than numbers that lack zeros. Stay away from the numbers 7 and 8 during a black water tiger year and use the number 4 extremely scantily. Tigers are curious about the number 5. They're very curious about it. They believe that it will bring them attention and great fortune, and indeed it will. Nevertheless, just keep in mind that this number also brings a big risk exposure. So it's risk and reward. Big risk, big reward, same thing, but it's a big risk and exposure. Now for the compatibility of the Chinese zodiac animal signs for black water tiger year. We have that tiger loves horse and dog. Tiger really likes pig, and tiger likes other tigers, dragon, rabbit, rat, goat, and rooster. Tiger dislikes ox, and tiger does not like snake. Now tiger has a rivalry, a mano-a-mano competition, rivalry with monkey. Now Pisces' mutable water personality during a Yang water tiger year will be revitalized. The fish will be recharged, electrified, also charmed, as the tiger fixed component of wood provides the genteel and sociable water constituent of Pisces even more magnetism with which to intrigue others. You're going to get even more magnetism to your personality with which you can charm and intrigue other people and other creatures. In addition, the tiger's fixed element of Yang will warm and inspire Pisces' happiness, moving the fish to expansive levels of achievement, which will begin the flow of events set in motion by Pisces' Jovian and Neptunian style in a further advancement ahead to accomplish vital ideals. The aspect of water brought about by this transit of Yang water tiger year is the only facet that will chill and relax Pisces just a little in the fish's mission towards ascendancy in both the spiritual and in the physical realms. Commission this comparable element of water purposefully. to cool and assuage situations that might be moving ahead far too rapidly for the fish. And great success belongs to you, Pisces. Water can be heated by fire and thus exploited as water vapor, which will generate a great influence and supply enormous amounts of energy to whichever enterprise the fish wishes to expand and advance forward into a very significant accomplishment. The good news is that water helps to keep Tiger Year's characteristic defiance, belligerence, and uprisings chilled and made opportune for the fish. Since this is a Yang water tiger transit, the water trait is not as cold or as chilly as it is in the yin water years of the white tiger. And because Pisces are ruled by Jupiter and Neptune, Tiger Year could awaken diversion and amusement in the fish. Therefore, be mindful and think before taking action, and be sure to stay focused upon the fish's most vital aspirations, which could be ignored if unsettling emotions are provoked by individuals that feign concern while actually trying to challenge Pisces' true goals in life. Pisces' place in the Jade Emperor's zodiac race. Now, Western astrology sign of Pisces corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of rabbit. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Rabbit came in 4th place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Now, 4th place in this race was very good, Rabbit. Pisces is like a rabbit. Dragon, that associates with Aries the ram in Western astrology, came in 5th place after Rabbit, which corresponds to Pisces, again, in the Western astrology placement. Now, in the zodiac placement for the Chinese. Now, what happened here was that the rabbit had fallen into the river during the race. Rabbit had fallen into the river. Remember, Pisces is like rabbit. Rabbit had fallen into the river and held onto a log that miraculously floated toward shore where the finish line was. So the rabbit fell into the water and then held onto a log, and magically the log that rabbit was holding onto, it floated towards the shore right where the finish line was. Now what the rabbit didn't know is that at that point, while holding onto a log in the river, was that Dragon paused in his quest for first place to help Rabbit. So Aries, Dragon, paused in his quest for first place to help Rabbit, Pisces, by using a puff of air from his lungs to push Rabbit out of this circumstance where he was stuck in a river needing Dragon, Aries' help to get to the water's edge. See how it all correlates. The story makes a good point that the Jade Emperor was very proud of Dragon's consideration of others, whom he put before his own ardent desire to come in first place. The Jade Emperor was happy at Rabbit's contentment, actually, in taking 4th place, smiling widely as Rabbit hopped by the Jade Emperor, on his way to rest after making a race well run by Rabbit. Did the rabbit ever find out that he had placed so well due to Dragon's help? Did the rabbit, Pisces, ever find out that he placed so well due to Aries, Dragon's help? That's the question. Dragon and the Jade Emperor were pleased to allow Rabbit to relish in his own accomplishment, and by no means wanted to embarrass Rabbit. After all, team effort is more important than winning. Now, Pisces, year of the Yang water tiger lesson. So Pisces the fish, your lesson for the black water tiger year. Pisces, just like Rabbit, likes to figure other people out with their because Pisces have considerable intuition, so they use their intuition and their psychic ability to figure other people out, because it's Pisces' gift. Now, this is especially true when it comes to spiritual concerns and spiritual matters. Nevertheless, be aware that the symbol for Pisces, the fish, in some cultures is the same icon for projection in alchemy. Okay? So the icon in alchemy for projection is the same as Pisces. So Pisces projects. Okay? So that's very important. Now, relationships will be easier if the fish knows first herself or himself honestly and compassionately. When pushing others away to protect the self, comprehend that projecting onto others what one has disowned about oneself is a powerful defense mechanism. Now, this caveat is given because tiger years are more dangerous in that they are volatile. Tiger years are dangerous. They're volatile, more so than other years. With that said, it behooves Pisces to practice reliability and constancy during this transit so that the fish is not startled by tiger's stealthy shrewdness, ferociousness, skill, and cleverness. Tiger could guide the fish into wanting to make perilous selections when it comes to care of spouses and family, as well as how to approach new and precarious financial ventures. Okay? Now, scoundrels. Scoundrels might attempt to exploit the fish's acumen and psychic abilities for their own financial profit. Therefore, during Tiger year, the fish will thrive if she or he relies upon trusted spouses, partners, and family and friends that Pisces might consider to be dreary or unexciting. Stick with what's tried and true during Tiger year, especially a Yang Tiger year. Thank goodness there's a water in there, but the Yang and the Tiger are going to make it really, again, perilous and dangerous. So you want to stick with people that are tried and true. Now, throughout Yang Water Tiger year, boring is an excellent way to go. So during the Yang Water Tiger year, remember Pisces, boring is an excellent and the best way to go. Now also, Pisces year of the fish, Yang Water Tiger blessing. What are your blessings during Black Water Tiger year? Expect more opportunities in which to let Pisces, Jovian, and Neptunian, clairvoyant, clairaudient, and clairsentient abilities amaze the competition. Rather than expending vast amounts of the fish's spiritual energy, manifesting the dreams of others, Yang Water Tiger year draws fascinated fans into wanting to purchase Pisces' artistic skills and inventive ideas in pursuing ideal businesses and creative enterprises. So it's your year to have people procure your talent, skills, and what you're good at, and invest in you and your career during the Yang Water Tiger year. Western astrology sign of Aquarius corresponds with the Chinese zodiac animal of tiger. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Tiger came in third place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Tiger was powerful enough to finish well, even though his thick hair became filled with water while he swam across the river, causing a slowing down of his pace. Tiger's determination and also his powerful, strong, brute force pushed him forward and onward, while the Jade Emperor was gladdened by his first 3 Chinese zodiac astrology animal placements. His race was going well. Yang Water Tiger attributes. Yang Metal Tiger has like a general tiger qualities which are known to be insistent, potent, impertinent, dangerous, audacious, and charitable. Tiger can also display traits of being on edge, self-conscious, irritable, and intolerant. Now, water qualities will add some patience, cool-headedness, relaxation, and introspection to Tiger's ferocious, though alluringly personal and personality type attributes. So although we can have some of this ferociousness, also Tiger's going to have a lot of allure and have a very pleasant personality, a very tempting personality. Now again, this is a Yang water tiger year, not a Yin water tiger year. That makes a difference. Therefore, the Yang element doesn't allow for a complete chilling and assuaging of the tiger's authoritative celebrity, as is the case during Yin water tiger transits. Yang water tiger advice. Yang water tiger is a year to savor and enjoy all of the exceptionally lucky aspects that Tiger brings. Good fortune happens when the spirit of abundance opens a door to a person who has diligently done the groundwork to succeed in their field. It's also important to point out that in Feng Shui, the Chinese art of placement, difficulties are actually seen as being beneficial prospects when observed from a correct perspective. Now, therefore, people that have come up with formulas for success and who have overcome their own troubles or who have cleared up the predicaments of others, and those who are well prepared will prosper greatly during Yang water tiger year. Yang water tiger influence, Yang water tiger being the third of the 12 zodiac animals in Chinese astrology, brings action, uprising, magnetism, and ignition to any endeavor begun the year before. Fascination, vigor, and excitement will be afforded to any new work or relationship implemented. Year of the Tiger repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while Year of the Yang water tiger repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2022, 2082, 2142, 2202, 2262, and 2322, and on. Yang black water tiger year of 2022 on the Gregorian calendar overlaps with a portion of the year 7242 or 7242 on the traditional Chinese calendar. This is one that is not the one that we've heard about, that is more around the years 4000 and some odd, but this is a more ancient one that has actually 7,000 years and more. Now, comparative cultural astrology and New Year's celebrations. We're just going to talk generally about when you compare different astrological systems and their New Year's celebrations. We're just going to give you this briefly so you can see that Chinese astrology is really not that different from some other forms of astrology. Now, traditional Chinese zodiac places Rat, which associates with Sagittarius in the Western astrology system at the beginning, being November 22nd to December 21st. That's their first sign. And Pig, which associates with Scorpio at the ending, October 23rd to November 22nd of the astrological wheel. It's intriguing to notice that these Chinese zodiac signs, what they do on the Chinese calendar is they split it between, again, Rat, which is Sagittarius. So the beginning is Rat, Sagittarius, and the end being Pig, Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is found. Now, Ophiuchus is often called the 13th zodiac sign. It's equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans consider the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October as actually being their new year. That's Halloween. Now, also being a lunar calendar. So the pagan calendar is also a lunar calendar. Now, with that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of the Western zodiac, which is Aries, with dragon, and Pisces, the tale of the Western astrology with rabbit. It's also fascinating to comprehend that there are in many cultures more than one New Year's celebratory festival. In some they have as many as 4 New Years. Now, the Yang Water Tiger year is formed from the attributes of being the 9th heavenly stem of Yang water gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities of the 3rd earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. Key words for Yang Water Tiger year. The Chinese word Ren means clean, and it's the ninth heavenly stem, so it's clean, Ren. The Chinese word Yin means respect, which is the 3rd earthly branch. Now, this Yin characteristic is not to be confused with the fact that this is a Yang water year rather than a Yin water year, okay? So this is Yang Water Tiger, but the 3rd earthly branch is called Yin, and that means respect. So that's different than the other Yin and Yang that we're talking about. So don't get those two confused. And the Ren, which is the 9th heavenly stem, means clean. So clean and respect, okay? Now, it's important to note here that the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, water. The 10 qualities are comprised of the characteristics of yin and yang divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the water tiger being a Yang Water Tiger year. Therefore, there are 10 aspects, and these are gotten from the yin and yang characteristics of the 5 Chinese elements. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements of, again, fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. And there's yin and yang of each one of those. So again, this is a Yang water year, not a Yin water year. So again, the yin that we talked about earlier, that is from the 3rd earthly branch, which means respect, is yin, but that's not the same yin. That's different. And again, the Ren from clean is the 9th heavenly stem. And again, the 3rd earthly branch is the respect in yin. And that's different from the other characteristics we're talking about, which are yin and yang. Okay. Now, the primary guardian angels for Yang Water Tiger year. For the aspect of water, elemental archangel of water is Gabriel, being the archangel of all the water signs in Western astrology. Regarding the component of Yang, which is associated with fire, elemental archangel of fire is Michael, being the archangel of all the fire signs in the Western zodiac. The Western zodiac sign of Aquarius, which corresponds to the Chinese zodiac sign of Tiger, is an air sign. And even though Aquarius is the sign of the water bear, Aquarius corresponds to Tiger, and Tiger associates with the fixed constituent of wood in Chinese astrology. Since there is no corresponding Western astrology element to the Chinese component of wood, we shall take a look at some of Tiger's other fixed aspects of Yang and springtime. The season of early spring, very, very early spring, is similar to the warmer and moister elements associated with the guardian archangel, Raphael, that rules over the eastern direction of the compass, as well as all of the air signs in the Western zodiac. And also, since Aquarius is an air sign, elemental archangel Raphael is an excellent archangel to call upon throughout Yang Water Tiger year. Therefore, the elemental archangels that are beneficial to evoke for Yang Water Tiger year are Archangels Michael for Yang component, Gabriel for water element, and Raphael for both air and springtime aspects. The zodiac angel Cambriel for Aquarius, the water bearer, which is a fixed air sign, is another guardian angel to call upon during Yang Water Tiger transit. Secondary guardian archangels for Yang Water Tiger year. Planetary archangels which associate with Aquarius being Western astrology correspondents for year of the Tiger are angelic rulers of Saturn and Uranus. Saturn's archangel is Cassiel, and Uranus's archangel is Ariel. It's Auriel, not Uriel, but Ariel, Auriel for Uranus, and again for Saturn it is Cassiel. Awareness of both Western and Eastern astrology associations is very helpful. Now, Earth and celestial angelic coordinates for Yang Water Tiger year are as follows. Earth coordinates of elemental guardian angels. The Earth coordinates on the Earth plane. The North elemental archangel of Earth is Uriel, and this is the Merkaba. This is the Merkaba symbol, a three-dimensional symbol that is representing the archangel of Earth, which is Uriel. And that's on the Earth coordinates. That would be for north. Okay. Now, the East elemental archangel of air is Raphael, and this is the Merkaba symbol. Mer meaning rotating fields of light. Ka meaning spirit, and Ba meaning soul. And this is for air, and this is Raphael, the archangel Raphael for air. And in this earth plane, on the physical plane, that's in the east. And the south elemental archangel of fire is Michael, and this is the archangel Michael's fire. This is the fire Merkaba field, again for Archangel Michael on the earth for the south elemental archangel, the Merkaba field. And the west elemental archangel for the earth coordinates for the physical plane is Gabriel for water. This is the archangel Gabriel's Merkaba field. This is Gabriel for water in the west in the earth plane. So if you're making sacred circles, that would be what you would call the archangels on the earth plane. Now, when we go to the celestial coordinates, let me just say this first. What we showed you here, these are actually these are hexagonal forms. These are made out of 6 sides each. So the archangels come in looking this way because they are of a higher plane. So they're always gonna look like this. But to call the archangels, even though that's what they look like in their Merkaba field, you wouldn't use a hexagram to call in on the earth plane. On the earth plane, in the physical realm, you would use a pentagram to call in. And that's for another video at another time, but that you would be using a 5-pointed star to call them in. Now, when you get to the celestial coordinates, you're going to be calling in a 6-pointed star. You're going to be using a 6-pointed star, and you're calling the same angels, but their positions in the heavens are going to be different according to the sign of the zodiac, the 4 signs of the zodiac, which are corresponding to each of the archangels, which of course the archangel Michael who is of fire, is going to be the fixed sign of Leo, of fire, and Gabriel of water is going to be the fixed water, which is Scorpio, and the earth angel for Uriel is going to be the fixed sign of Taurus for earth, and of course Raphael, the archangel of air, is going to be for the fixed air sign of Aquarius. But we're going to give you from north, east, south, west, and we're going to give you the celestial coordinates again. So north elemental archangel of water, Gabriel. So in the celestial coordinates, you're going to use Gabriel water. The Merkaba field is going to be in the north. So it's going to be different than on the physical plane. These are celestial or the heavenly as opposed to the earthly. You see, this is just like the heavenly branches and earth. I mean, the heavenly stems and the earthly branches. It's the same thing. If you really see, it's the same thing. It's just a different language, but it's the same thing. All right, now, so you have North Elemental Archangel for water, Gabriel, in the north in the celestial coordinates, and that's the Merkaba field. And you're going to have the East Elemental Archangel of fire is Michael, and this is Michael going to be in the east in the celestial realms. And you're going to have South Elemental Archangel of earth is Uriel. So in the south, you're going to have Uriel for the celestial coordinates. And the west, you're going to have the Archangel Raphael in the west for the Archangel of air, Raphael. That's going to be in the air in the celestial coordinates, So you see the differences there. All right, now we are going to now give you fortunate compass directions. Year of the Yang Water Tiger finds excellent fortune, expansive opportunity, and richness in northwest and northeast directions. Yang Water Tiger finds love, friendship, and trade in the north, gaining commitment for lifelong contentment in the south. During Yang Water Tiger year, avoid east, southwest, and west, for they bring trouble, misfortune, ailments, and evil people. Regarding whether or not to go on expeditions during Yang Water Tiger year, staying put where you are can also be problematic, bringing dilemmas and infirmities. Therefore, it is best to go on journeys during Yang Water Tiger transit, even if it's just for a small excursion to visit family, friends, and neighbors, or just a jaunt to the store or the park or the beach. Now keep in mind that Yang Water Tiger year is diverse when compared to other elemental tiger years, for each element has a different effect upon tiger. Now we're going to go over the Yang qualities, because again this is Yang, water, tiger, so we're going to go over Yang and water and also tiger. For Yang, the qualities and the attributes are masculine, day, hot, fire, dry, summer, outer, active, excited, expanding, hard, and dorsal. Water, the qualities are fortunate, prosperous, self-reflective, and also traditional, shrewd, credible, fear, cold, salty, ears, with flexibility as accommodating as water. Also, the general tiger associations. I remember I'm a fan of Bruce Lee's, and he always, one of his quotes was, "You must become water, my friend." So, again, flexibility, water. You take on the shape of that which you are occupying. Now, general tiger associations. Yang, wood, spring, Aquarius, sunflowers, especially Cinerea, which is a type of sunflower, and also the first month on the Chinese lunar calendar. Now, there are 5 elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Those are the 5 Chinese elements. Notice there's not air. And in the Western system, they do not have wood or metal. However, in the Western system, there is an ether or a spirit. So there is a 5th element of spirit or ether in the Western system. So again, in the Chinese system, there's metal and wood and earth and water and fire. We're going to give you the associations for which element controls what other element. Now, fire controls metal. Metal controls wood. Wood controls earth. Earth controls water. And water controls fire. This is the circle of life. As we come full circle, we attempt to balance the 5 elements. Fire brings joy, heat, bitter, the tongue. Earth brings worry, damp, sweet, in the mouth. Metal brings grief, dry, pungent, the nose. Water brings fear, cold, salty, ears. Wood brings anger, wind, sour, eyes. Now, to calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the second new moon that comes after the winter solstice. The information found in this document, in the attached document, just look in the description box and you can click on the blog. And so in that document, and also that we're giving to you in this video, the information is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us. Join us again.